Hey, welcome to a new lecture on how to use ChatGPT to create a program which merges or concatenates multiple text files, meaning that let's say we have these three text files. Inside this files folder, so badger.txt, this has some content. The other file has some other content, so the program should be able to get the content of each of these three text files and create one single file which will contain the text of all the files, right? That's what we want to do. So for that, make sure you are inside section 2 folder. And so in section 2 we have the files directory, and we have this lecture1.py, which was from the previous lecture. Now in this area here, we want to right click and go to new file and write lecture2.py. Press OK. And then open ChatGPT. So you want to create a new chat. And let's try to apply the formula which I introduced you in the previous lecture. So the first part is describing the input, what you have so far. So I have multiple text files in a folder named files. So that's a folder named files, and we have multiple text files. Each text file contains some text. So that's the description of the inputs you have. Now, should you write a problem statement here? No, because we don't really have an issue we want to fix here. So you can just leave it as such. And then you can jump in the next sentence, which is I want. So you describe what you want to do. I want to merge those text files into one single text file. And then you can decide whether you want to give more details to these or this is enough. So always try to think as this ChatGPT is a programmer, so a human. So do you think that human would understand you, what you want to do given this query? So do you think that they will know what merging text files means, right? Or do you need to add more details? And there's no right formula for that, but in this case, I think this is very clear what the program is supposed to do. So I'll just say, write me a Python script for that and press enter to execute. So there we go. ChatGPT is typing the code, so there's the files directory. And I can see that ChatGPT is going to create a merged underscore text.txt file, which is the output file. So you can read these comments if you like, although that's not necessary. So all you have to do is copy the code. So the typing has completed. So I'll copy the code, go to Thony. In lecture2.py, which is here, I'll paste that code, right? So if I press the save button, now I should see lecture2.py displayed here, and then I'm ready to run it. So before you run it, make sure that, of course, you have the files directory here. So that's the configuration of the directory structure. And so let's run. There we go. 3 arrows. It means the execution was completed. So we can go back one folder and then to section 2 again. And you should see merged underscore text.txt. If you click that, then we should see all the text concatenated. Now, what's the order of the text, of the pieces of text here? Well, the order, in my case, it starts from badgers. So first, Python got the badgers.txt text and placed it in merged underscore text. And then it went to the next file, hippo, in an alphabetic order, right? So Python is processing the files depending on what the first letter is. So alphabetic order. So the text for badger first, then hippo, then rhino. There we go. That's the concatenated file. And that's the query we had this time. So thanks for following this. I hope you're learning a lot, and I'll see you in the next videos.